Good day, everyone. This is Chris Solentano. This is, of course, my first video here on Status 5. Should be a little bit short today. Just getting my foot in the door, so to say, and hope you guys like what I have to say. So, of course, today, from the title, as you, of course, have already read by now, I'm going to be talking about transference and how that is used in a quote-unquote way of cheating death. So I want to first start by stating it has been understood by gaining knowledge from source consciousness that galactically humans have a unique signature that makes it easier for us to traverse through portals versus long distance space travels as other species in this universe are capable of doing. And this is really due to our complexity of being that allows us to reach all dimensions and densities given enough focus and energy on any area. Now, this practice of transference, it was taught by Dzogchen masters, and it is known as the Great Transference from that school of mastery. And it allows for the circumnavigation of physical death. There are no physical remains left behind from this practice. But I do want to say that this is not transhumanism through any technological means, but it is purely organic immortality from source consciousness. And I want to really dissect that for a moment here because a lot of the assumptions of immortality are that it would be achieved through technological means, and not to say that that isn't per se achievable in the long-term future of humanity, but it should be noted that yes, there have been practices through spiritual schools that have been taught over the span of thousands of years even, where yes, this physical immortality, as you could call it, had been taught from a spiritual means and not necessarily a technological means as many people are working towards today. So I want to tie this back to when I discussed portals in the beginning. And the paintings of these Dzogchen masters often show portals over them when they're meditating. Now this can be found online just by searching for these Dzogchen masters. And from there, you can really notice a pattern between all of these people that are practicing this this understanding of transference. And so this shows us that humans are capable of activating access to these portals if we give enough time and focus as these masters have. So this ties back into what I said in the beginning, because humans have a unique signature that allows our physical being to transfer through these portals when we give this notion enough focus and time. Now, in most cases, this may take an entire lifetime. I know you're probably hearing what I have to say and thinking that, oh, that's just absurd, it's nonsense, what have you. And frankly, if you keep thinking that, nothing wrong with that. That's what you believe, that's what you follow, that's what you understand. No harm, no foul, no shame in that. However, that isn't to say that those who do choose to follow that understanding can't achieve that in their lifetime, because believe it or not, they actually can, as these practitioners have shown throughout the thousands of years of recorded history within these cultures. So, again, in most cases, this may take an entire lifetime, yet through this advanced spiritual practice, we can, quote unquote, cheat death and merge our physical body with our soul eternally. Now, this is what Christ was able to achieve and how he arose from the dead, so to say. It is rumored that the missing years of Christ's life that were not mentioned in the Bible were where Christ learned this transference. So now it is important for each of us to understand that death is only guaranteed until it isn't. I really want to emphasize that here, that death is only guaranteed until it isn't. Now, look, I understand how this may be hard for some to hear who have lost loved ones, as believe me, I certainly have lost plenty. But that does not mean they can't reincarnate and achieve transference in the next life if they so choose. With that being said, all previous lifetimes will be remembered from this transference, and loved ones are never forgotten. They are never forgotten. And so, lastly, I want to finish with this and say, as some cultures have called this advanced spiritual practice transference, it can also be understood as theosis. So it is important that this practice is shared as we are ever evolving with AI, so others know there is an alternative to transhumanism. And again, it's not for one to pass judgment on those that choose to follow the path of transhumanism. That is something that everyone with their free will may so choose. If everyone may so chooses that, then that is their free will. But it is good, of course, for us to be cognizant of other alternatives that are out there, as our species is on a great exponential precipice of evolution at this time in humanity. And so with that being said, I just want to thank everyone for watching today. This, of course, is my first video, and hope you've enjoyed what I've had to say today, and there'll be more to come in the future. So thank you.